I'm at the IBC Connected World and I'm speaking with Nilo Mitra, who is the president of the Open IPTV Forum. Nilo, good morning to you.
Good morning.
We are here in the Connected World. We're looking at the potential for TV everywhere and this truly immersive experience. But without standards and specifications, it's going to be difficult. So can you just explain the work of the Open IPTV Forum in solving these issues for us?
Certainly. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to your audience. Basically, the forum has been working since 2005 when a group of members, mainly CE manufacturers, TV manufacturers, and network operators and some infrastructure vendors got together to decide that there needed to be a retail market in the television space, just like there was in mobile telephony, for instance, that allowed a single device to consume content from multiple sort of deployments. And as early as 2005, when words like OTT and connected TV and smart TV were not in vogue, it was decided from the beginning that this common interface would work for both unmanaged models, that is content over the internet, as well as highly quality-enabled networks as provided by the telcos. And since then, the forum has grown. At the moment, we have about 62 members, I think, covering almost all the constituencies that make up the end-to-end chain of companies that are responsible for creating an IPTV system. And our specifications actually are now implemented, I'm happy to say, in almost all the connected TVs. I suspect in all of them that you see all around you at IBC and other trade shows. Whether the software has actually been turned on or not is of course a matter for the implementer to decide. But the most important thing from a connected world point of view is that there is a common browser platform or a common application platform to which applications can be written, and these application developers can rely on a common set of APIs and so forth that would almost certainly work across all these, the range of equipment that you see. So I think in that sense, a good deal of our vision has come to fruition. And our hope is that going forward, we will start to see these devices actually used to get managed solutions. So instead of set-top boxes, telco operators and other service providers can be sure that such devices will be the direct endpoint of their services without having extra boxes in the house and so forth.
So is this a real-world vision, or is this an ideal vision? Do you think there is a willingness on the part of the technology developers to all work to the same standard?
Yes. Obviously, the vision was created to try and reach some endpoint. It's going to happen in evolutionary steps. But I think the first step towards bringing this to reality are the TVs that are being sold in Germany and France that conform to a subset of our specifications that have been created by the HBBTV consortium. And they have essentially adopted a large number of the component specifications from the OIPF standards, and they have applied to a specific market, that for broadcasters to provide enhanced services. And in Germany and France, retail TVs with that browser or these specs are now actually in the market. You just go buy them, and they are directly offer you services that the German and the French broadcasters offer, like catch-up TV, portals where you can search for their content and so forth. As I said in my previous response, what is now remaining for us to do is to try and see if the telco service providers can also take advantage of this, because essentially they have a large number of other things they might combine with media delivery, like all their telecommunication services and so forth. So the platform is there. Now the question is to move into the implementation and deployment phase, which a specifications development organization can help, but we can't actually control the timing of these matters.
So do you see any pitfalls or hurdles ahead for the rollout of these services, or are you confident that the work of your organisation and the vendors is well underway to ensure that this happens seamlessly?
I'm actually quite confident for the simple reason that it appears that all the technical development work of future enhancements, improvements, and additions are being done in the Open IPTV Forum. Our sister organizations, which are using the forum specifications, are actually acting as a requirements gathering community for their service providers and their members. But I think they've all decided that rather than fracture the market by creating variant standards, they will do it in one place, and then there will be profiles or choices that are made by individual organizations. And to that end, we are also trying to work collectively to try and see that there's a certification program in place so that after these devices are built, you can complete some tests and then go to these organizations and say, I've passed the subset of tests that allows you to certify me as something that is compatible with your standard.
And is this a global situation? Are you working on a global solution, or are there regional variations?
Yes, we are a global organization, and our aim is to create a solution that is equally applicable throughout the world. And HBB-TV, of course, at the moment is confined to certain European Union regions. But as I said, the component technologies can be reused by other regional standards, but the solutions that are have been provided are of equal applicability. Others will have to add regional variations, such as perhaps local regulations or local broadcast peculiarities, and so forth. But we have global applicability, so I see this as being the sort of central point by which common standards and technology components will be available throughout the world.
Well, finally, looking to the future, what is there left for OIPF to do?
Yes, there's always new technology to be incorporated. We have, for instance, right now, the work, of course, is driven not just by technology, but by what members believe are the important technologies to include in future versions of the specifications. And so there's ongoing work, for instance, to incorporate support of 3D media, to enhance the browser to take into account a lot of new constructs that are being created in the W3C that goes under the umbrella term HTML5. And similar things that members have decided are kind of important for the markets where they wish to use these products and these specifications. So there is a lot of technical work also going on, but as I said, there's also work on completing work on testing and certification, and also to see if we can somehow urge our members to start using these in deployments outside the current hybrid broadcast broadband, where it is obviously a success.
Well, we're delighted that you and your colleagues have this safely in their hands and are attending to the future requirements. I'd like to thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.